What is going on, guys? So today I'm basically going to be discussing the easiest way on how you can become a millionaire. And no, this isn't overnight or anything like this. This is a super easy, simple way. You don't really need much knowledge to do this, or at least like not a degree in order to do this. But I feel like this is one of the easiest ways that with just a little bit of time and a little bit of money, you can actually make yourself become a millionaire. So this is currently what I'm doing, just not to become a millionaire. I'm already past that point if you guys don't already follow me. But basically it's just a nice way in order to increase your net worth very easily, and it does not take that much effort, to be honest. So basically, how do you become a millionaire? So I'm gonna put this into example right now. Basically, let's say you're gonna have a house, right? It's gonna be $300,000. Well, how much money do you need in order to buy that house, right? A bunch of this method is basically all leveraging. So, for example, right, you have $300,000. Let's say it's your first home. You only need 3.5% for that home. Well, how much is that, right? With closing costs and everything, you're going to be looking at around $15,000. Now you're like, I don't have $15,000. If you don't have $15,000, and I don't mean this in like a bad way, saved up, go work and save that money up, right? Because you can't really do this with less than that. I mean, you can, right? Maybe you can do like 12, 13, but again, 15 is the goal that I'm going to be sticking with for this video for a $300,000 home. So you have that, you need $15,000. Now you're like, okay, great. Then I have $15,000. That still means I'm $985,000 away from becoming a millionaire. Here's the thing, right? With that $15,000, you now have a $300,000 home. So from that point on, all you have to do is wait about a year and get a tenant into that home. Now, a $300,000 home, a mortgage on that, right? I will be using a Texas as an example just because I know that market really well, and I can give you firsthand knowledge on exactly how much I kind of bring from a rental, right? So on a mortgage basis for around a $300,000 home, you're looking at around $1,200 to $1,300 due to the property taxes, right? Again, it depends where in the area. So again, now I can rent that out, a $300,000 for around $2,000 to $2,200. Which basically means I'm making between $800 to $1,000 pure cash flow. The way I split that up, I've explained it in a previous video. I take 50% of that and I basically put it into kind of a fund or an account that in case any repairs or anything comes along, I have that money in there. And then I take the other 50% of that cash flow and I can either put it in my pocket to blow on stuff, or I just kind of pay off that home quicker. So that's the way I split it up. But if you don't want to do it that way, you can just take that extra $1,000 cash flow and you can just pay off the home, or you can set it aside. So here's the best part. You only can do that once with the home for 3.5%. Now, once you go past that point, you're basically looking at, okay, now in order for a home, right, investment property, you need to put down 15%. Well, a $300,000 home for 15%, that's, a decent amount of change, because then at that point you're looking at $45,000. Here's a beautiful thing though, right? So I'm gonna get out my calculator here really quickly. So you already put $15,000 into that first home, and each month it has brought you, let's say, let's just say $2,200, right? So that $2,200 times 12 months, that is another $26,400 plus your original $15,000. So you're at $41,400. So within 14 months of buying that first home, you can then actually go ahead and get a second investment property because you can cash out refinance. Now, again, the first person is still paying off that first home completely. Second person is still paying off that second home completely. But guess what? Now you have two homes worth $300,000. So you're already at $600,000, and both of these are now bringing you in $2,200 cash flow per month, and you're pocketing $1,000 each, so you're pocketing $2,000. So guess what? Now that both of those are bringing you in basically $4,400 per month, now you only need 10 months in order to get your third, because again, you're going to cash out refinance on that first, you're going to cash out refinance on that second, you're going to take both of those, put it into that third 3 months later. So right now we are at 24 months, right? We're at 24 months and now we have $900,000 worth of properties. Guess what? Now you're bringing in $6,600 every single month. If you want to do a third property, right, $6,600 every month, now within the span of around 7 months, you can get your fourth property. And now you have $1.2 million in assets, in a sense, or in homes that are bringing you in basically $8,800 every single month, and you're pocketing $4,000 in your pocket. So now all you can then, at that point, you can let off the gas a little bit if you want to. Otherwise, it's just going to keep decreasing, right? Because then at that point, within 5 months or 4.5, you can get a fifth one. Then within 2 months, you can get another one. And then basically every single month, you can speed this up. But after a while, home prices increase, right? Rental rates maybe drop a little bit. Areas change. Homes need starting to need improvements around every 5 years or so. You're going to need to do some. So again, at that point, I would just let off the gas a little bit, kind of prepare yourself for a little bit of a downtrend like I do in the stock market, right? Prepare myself for, okay, this house might need some repairs soon, this house might need some repairs soon. I'm going to let off the gas, take that cash flow, put some aside, right? Do that 50-50 method that I explained earlier, and then just kind of do that. But that is basically a way how within around 2 years, you can basically become a millionaire, right? So again, it's not really rocket science in order to do this. All it needs is some patience, right? Here's my thing. A lot of people, the reason they don't do this is because for those 2 years, your life is not going to be fantastic. Your life isn't going to be parties. Your life isn't going to be going to the club. It's not going to be driving a McLaren or anything like that. I'm sorry, your life is going to be, you're going to go to Walmart or Costco, and I'm not hating, I love Costco, you know me, I go to Costco all the time, and you're going to be cooking every single meal at home. You're not going to be going to restaurants. You're going to basically be doing that Dave Ramsey method of saving every single penny, having that every penny budget, right, or every dollar budget, the way he calls it. But here's the thing, from that time frame, within those basically 2 to 3 years that you're doing this, you will then have set yourself up so far to the point of success where you can kind of let off the gas, and then you can start enjoying life. That doesn't mean then that the next year, right after 3 years of doing this, you're going to ball out by a $250,000 Ferrari. I would not recommend that. But again, this is just if you're just doing this, right? During those 3 years, if you want to increase this even faster, right? Learn new skills, right? Do day trading if that's what you're good at or something. Or just keep your main job. And then, take all that income from your main job, basically live frugally. You can live for around, with a car, an apartment, and whatnot, you can live for $2,000 a month, including food. People just don't do that, right? Because I don't know why. I've done it. I'm in a very well position right now, and even nowadays, honestly, if I take away all the expenses that I have, and I just were to stop traveling, my monthly expenses would maybe be like $1,000 in total for everything. So again, it really just comes down to it on how much you really want this, but theoretically, and actually not theoretically, it's proven that within 3 years, right, let's say you're 21 years old, from 21 to 24 years old, if you just shut up, put your ego aside and do this, 3 years later, you will be basically a millionaire. And yeah, so just wanted to give this video out there because a lot of people are overcomplicating it. But anyways, so that's just kind of one of the ways that you can end up basically doing it. Just put the ego aside, just work for it, and at that point, enjoy your life afterwards, travel, do whatever you want. But hopefully this video inspired you guys, right, to maybe live a little bit more frugally so that way you can get to this point. And maybe this just isn't for you. Again, doesn't have to be, it's not for everyone. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little breakdown. This is just one of the ways on how you can become a millionaire. If you guys know me, that's not even close to how I did it. However, I am doing this method now as well to kind of just increase my net worth as well. And I feel like it's a very safe and secure way in order to increase your net worth and your monthly income. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want more of this stuff, don't forget to like, comment, and sub. And if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. I always respond within usually around a day to two. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Peace out, guys.